Hey everyone, and welcome. This is an explainer from TopNation Immigration, and if you're hoping to reunite with your parents or grandparents here in Canada, well, the next few minutes are going to be really important for you. We're going to break down your best path forward for 2026, especially since some pretty big changes have just happened. So let's get right into it.
So let's just start with a situation that I know so many of you right here in Edmonton and all across Alberta are facing. You want to bring your parents, your grandparents to Canada. You want them to be a part of your life here, to watch your kids grow up, but you feel like you've just hit a massive wall. And this is that wall. The Canadian government has officially announced that they won't be accepting any new applications for the Parent and Grandparent Permanent Residency Program in 2026. Now, I know, that news can feel like a huge setback, but please don't worry. There is an immediate and honestly, a very powerful solution available right now.
And that solution is the Super Visa. Honestly, it has become the #1 tool for family reunification, and we're about to break down exactly what it is and, more importantly, how it works for you.
Okay, so what is a Super Visa? The easiest way to think about it is like a long-term visitor pass that's been specifically designed for your parents and grandparents. It lets them come to Canada and stay for a really long time, which is just so critical now that the permanent residency option is off the table for 2026.
And here is the absolute best part, the length of stay. With a Super Visa, your parents can come to Canada and stay for up to 5 continuous years on just a single entry. I mean, just imagine that for a second. 5 years of birthdays, holidays, and just being together without constantly worrying about reapplying.
And to really put that into perspective, a normal visitor visa, that usually lets someone stay for about 6 months. The Super Visa lets them stay 10 times longer. It is a massive difference, and it's a total game changer for families who just want to spend quality time together.
Okay, so let's talk about the most important part of any Super Visa application. It's the financial requirement. Now, this is often the biggest hurdle for people, but I promise it's very manageable once you actually understand how they calculate it. So let's break it down.
This is the big question, isn't it? Let's figure this out right now. The government just needs to see that you can financially support your parents while they're here, and they use a very clear formula to figure that out.
First things first, you have to get your family size rate. This is probably the single most important step, because this number is what sets your income target. You need to count yourself, you count your spouse, any dependent kids you have, and of course, the parents or grandparents you're inviting. And don't forget this last one. If you're already sponsoring someone else, they have to be included in the count too. Okay, so once you have your family size number, you just look at this chart. This is the government's official low income cutoff table, or LICO. So for example, if your total family size is 4, let's say it's you, your spouse, and your 2 parents, you would need to show a minimum household income of $56,724. Now, you prove your income using official documents like your notice of assessment you get from the CRA. But here is a huge tip. If your income alone isn't quite enough, your spouse or common law partner can co-sign with you. This means you can combine your incomes to meet that target. It is such a useful option to know about.
All right, let's switch gears and look at the application itself. Let's build a clear roadmap to actually bringing your family here.
Here are the 8 key steps to success. You start by confirming you're eligible and calculating that LICO number. Then you gather all your financial documents, and you purchase the mandatory Canadian medical insurance for your parents. After they complete a quick medical exam, you submit the application, they provide biometrics, and then you wait. The average processing time is about 2 to 6 months before you get to welcome them at the airport. Following these steps in order is absolutely critical.
Now, the application process is straightforward, but it is also very precise. Even small mistakes can unfortunately lead to long delays or even a refusal. So let's look at the most common slip-ups so you can avoid them completely.
These are the things we see all the time. Miscalculating your family size, that's a big one. Buying medical insurance from a company that isn't approved by the government, that's an automatic refusal. Or even writing an invitation letter that's just a bit too weak. Another huge one is not being able to prove that your parents have strong ties to their home country, so the officer's confident they'll eventually return after their long visit.
So after all of this, what's the big takeaway? It's simple. You don't have to wait. You can actually start the process of reuniting with your family today.
You know, trying to navigate this process can feel pretty overwhelming, which is why having an expert on your side can make all the difference. For example, a firm like TopNation Immigration, located right here in Edmonton, specializes in these exact cases.
We understand how personal and important this journey is, and we have that local expertise to guide you through every single step.
And honestly, our track record really speaks for itself. With a 98% approval rate and more than 10 years of experience, you can feel confident that you're in trusted hands. We are an RCIC certified firm, which means we are fully licensed by the College of Immigration and Citizenship Consultants. Our license number is R513508.
So the best next step you can take is simple, and it's completely risk-free. Let our Edmonton consultants confirm your eligibility. In a quick 5-minute chat, we can calculate your exact income requirement and tell you exactly where you stand.
So, take down this number or visit our website. You can call us at 587-400-0077, or just go to topnation.ca to book that free consultation.
So, the final question is really for you. Are you ready to bring your family together here in Canada without that long wait? Don't let the PGP suspension delay your family's reunion. The Super Visa is your clearest path forward in 2026, and that journey can start today.